Hello everybody, and welcome back to day 38 of our Blueprints adventure. Oh my god, I have a package! Anyways, yeah, last episode was huge, to put it simply. Package, amateur lockpick, and a brass compass. Date packed this day by K. Thompson. Interesting. Nice, okay. Compass and a lockpick kit for me. Awesome. Yeah, no, last time was very important, and we have a little challenge for us to do now. We need to find the clock tower before 1:30 on that clock. And that's a little bit scary. Especially because, yeah, last episode, last episode we found the clock tower for the first time, but it was kind of more of a, do I want the trading post and see if I can't find a way to somehow open up the dynamite. I mean, we did get a lockpick and we did get a compass. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if I'm lucky enough. By the way, I have a feeling that this is what opens up the sealed off room, basically, that Denny Ravane was talking about. Coupon book or the silver key. Okay. We sadly will not be using that. I do want to check real quick, because I know that I've mentioned in the past that whenever I was here again, to start writing notes to see if I could find any correlation between items and what they trade to. But I'm not sure if that's the case. Alright. As we don't have anything just yet, we will come back. I'm betting it's something that I need a workshop for, like a workshop item, and I just haven't been lucky enough yet for it to see whatever it would be, but I have ideas and I want to mess around with it. Anyways, let's get in, let's keep going on the day, let's make sure that we get moving good. Today needs to be a day of absolute zoomage and absolute work. I cannot fail in my journey to make sure that I get that we get a nice and solid clock tower time, because I want to get there on time today. Let's take the walk-in closet, because that way we get a gem rebate most likely. And what else is there? A coupon book. Okay. Now I'm curious what the coupon book can transform into, but we won't mess with it. Alright, let's go this way, seeing as this is probably our best path to work from. And hopefully I can expand it out. I am going to be kind of playing a bit fast today in a hopes to try and see if I can't make the clock tower show up at a good time for us. Nothing in here as always. Alright, Parlor is probably the best because we need the gems for right now. And it sets up a nice dead end for us. Okay, a box with a false statement contains the gem. The statement on the black box is true. The black box is not empty. Okay, so if this is true, a box with a false statement contains the gems. This is false. And this is true, meaning that this is... If this is false, and this is true, cannot be the same cannot be the same because they are implying the same thing. So, a box with a true statement contains the gems. The statement on the black box is, in fact, false. The black box is not empty is true. This contains... Wait a minute. Wait. I was correct, but for the wrong reason. The black box is empty. Sorry. Yeah, the black box is empty. I was gonna say something and I messed it up. Locksmith here might actually be good. It gets me the keys that I need for the day. And we have a bunch of money to spend through. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, special key. Let's do this. Alrighty, secret garden key, thank you. And we'll just buy us enough keys, because 9 is normally enough keys for your day. Okay, take our turn back up. Let's turn on this. View the estate inventory. I didn't think there was anything. There's car keys somewhere. Betting that's in the boudoir? That or the foundation. Oh wait, I might have left the car keys in the what's it called? In the walk-in closet. Yep. Return to security menu, log in. Already got the password. Email. Did it... Okay, they don't have the thing about... They don't have the thing about the, what's it called? They don't have the thing about the vac lights on, the terminal. I was hoping that it would show up there, but, you know, sadly not likely. Continue with experiments. I'm gonna say next 3 times you open a locked trunk, permanently add a gold to our allowance. That way, just in case we get a bunch of locked trunks today, we can work with it, but I kind of want it to be known that I did not think any of those were really good. Wow, and immediately the laboratory shows up as the next room over. That kinda sucks. Waste of the, waste of the network access for the day. Alright, well that's cool. You're already on then. Let's see here. Honestly, a hallway here is probably our best option. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Yoink. Yoink. Commissary is still kind of huge for us. Can shape our day pretty well. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, all of these are something I'd like, but shovel and sleeping mask win me days. So of the set, that's what I'm going to take for right now. But yeah, do note that we could go really far. Alrighty, and let's take the... Let's do the observatory, just because the observatory is one that kind of is like... When we see it later on, it can be a bit rough. Oh, and look at that, the sale. When I should have realized that the sale was going to be today. I mean, that's a free salt shaker, for us right now. I would like to buy that metal detector, but let's buy the salt shaker for right now, and if I'm lucky, I can come back here and we can get some stuff. I do need some steps soon. I don't like the archives. I hate the archives. And I hate that you're basically forcing me to take an archives here. But we'll take it. I can handle the debuff of the day. Okay, cool. Alright. Pantry is our best friend. And let's go here, and I can take a courtyard, or, yeah, a corridor, sorry, not a courtyard. Yoink, yoink, awesome, yoink. Storeroom goes good here, I guess. Let's do that, grab our gem. I really should have made this so that this room gives gems, because that is really, like, I'm really starting to think that that is the stronger option, especially now that, like, I know how to get good, consistent keys set up. Like, I kind of wish that I had done gems. Alright, let's do the hallway closet, and we'll rely on the other side now, just because I don't really want to deal with that. Shoes. Coin purse, and a dice for me. Coin purse, yeah, it's each time you collect 3 gold, earn an additional golden interest. Right. Okay. While we're walking back, we can hop into the commissary and grab the metal detector, just because we have the opportunity to. And then I really need to hope and pray that I'm getting saved here, because I'm starting to run out of stuff, actually. We're already very low on steps. Like, it is kind of a bit scary. Honestly, here's the thing. This is a time where we could take weight room, but I don't really want to take weight. Alright, look, you know, the game can just give it to me. This is where I'm like, I want to see the time. Let's see here. It is currently nowhere near 1:30. We can loop back around. I'm glad that there's a clock there. Let's go to the boudoir and let's continue our day for a little bit. I'll loop back around, assuming I get the steps for it, in a bit. Okay. Hell yeah. Awesome. Alright, bacon and eggs. Best option here. Gives me extra steps. Gives me extra key. Bacon and, nope, okay. Cool. Alright, boudoir, my friend. Let's just keep the chain going. I'm like, it's somewhere on the floor. Okay. Yeah, watch the clocks wherever they are, because we do need to keep track of the time now. Den is a beautiful addition to the day. Keeps us safe, keeps us moving. Let's see here. Okay. It is currently 9:50 something-ish. Alright, cool. Let's go here. This is a nursery. I'm like, we take the nursery. That sets us for steps for the day, and I can handle effectively the rest of this now. Okay, cool. Bedroom is a wonderful addition. Heck yeah. I'm like, we're kind of starting to combo all the bedrooms together, I think. Mechanarium. Do we have a bunch of these right now? Not really. Mechanarium doesn't really help us, but it is a guaranteed corner right now that doesn't involve anything like that. Oh, it does also provide a single loot. Let's re-roll because we've got so many dice. And I will take a chapel as the... let's take the... Yeah, let's take the chapel as the corner piece door here, just because we've got the opportunity to. And I'm not too overly worried about it. Passageway here basically saves the day. What's the time? Does somebody have a clock? What is the time? I know that we're probably fine for time, but I am concerned at all costs. Of course you're there. We want like a patio here. Reroll that. Take the archives. That's a terrace. That's pretty good, if I do say so. That saves us a bunch of stuff. And key gem. Or gem. Whatever. Alright, cool. Into here. Mechanorium here. That is definitely the worst of the two positions. Darkroom is valid here. We would be basically using it as a walkthrough to the foundation. Reroll. Workshop. That's awesome, especially with what we know of for today. Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially because I think we can do a bunch of stuff with this. Maybe. I don't know. Let's take the workshop anyways, just because I think it's worth the while. Yoink. Okay, time, clock, anywhere. You're one of the clock gears, and I'm like, I really wish we had one. Boom, shovel, you're the thing. Do I have anything else? No. Okay, cool. Salt does not combo with anything. Compass. I mean, I could combo it with the metal detector for a detector shovel. Let's do it just because it's probably the best item we've got here. And then right back into it. Running shoes. Can you combo with anything? Coupon. Salt. And sleeping mask. I didn't think there was anything else, but okay. Open doors, like, now. We need to start checking things. Special key, secret garden. Boom. Yoink. Yoink. Dig. Is there... Can I see the clock tower at all from here? Oh, I'm on the westward face. No. That's not gonna help. Alright, well, see you guys in a second once I've got the levers open. And that is both doors open. Okay, should be a relatively easy continuation now. Okay, use the key. Ooh, I have not gotten this. Next time you enter a boudoir, next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. Her ladyship's chamber, obviously a queen room. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna write some notes here in a oh, dear God. Okay, there's... Oh, that's a lot of stuff to note. Is there a clock in here? Shoot. Okay, we're gonna come back to this. Dear Lord. Why doesn't she... Oh, it's locked. It's a locked diary. Okay, I'm gonna write notes for this in a bit. I will come back here. But this is huge. Also, the free telescope is very huge. It does make me curious as to whether or not there may be... Ooh, free key. I need a clock. I need a clock. I'm like, we need a clock. Wine cellar, does it have a clock in it? Do you have a clock in your guys' room? I don't think they do. Archived. You know what? This has a clock in it, right? Right? Why does it not have a clock? Why does nobody have clocks? And that was a gamble, and I really shouldn't have taken it. Okay. 9. 20 minus 2 is 18. Negative 12 plus 20 is 8 times by 2 is 16. Negative 10 plus 13 is 3 times by 2 is 6 minus 4 is 2. Thank God. Silver key, thank you. Okay, I need to I need... fine. We'll do this. And, like, I'll pop this open. Courtyard for connectivity purposes. Yoink. I should probably be running back now. Like, I don't like being late. Use. Allowance has been raised. Okay, cool. Yeah, screw it. Let's just run back now. We've got the opportunity to. Let's do it. Let's make our break for it. We have access to the clock tower. Might as well use it. Yoink. And I can't yoink that for right now, but that's fine. Yeah. Through. Banana. Why does nobody in this house have clocks in their rooms? Okay, yoink. Okay, clock. Okay, I've still got 2 hours technically, but I want to show up there a little bit and just wait, especially what with what we've got. Yeah, free boudoir pop. Awesome. Okay. Yoink. I also wanted to check in here real quick. Did I miss car keys? No? Okay, cool. Let's take our stand and our seat, I guess, properly in the clock room now. And we'll figure it out from there. I'm telling you, that's 1:30. Wait, hang on. There's a coin. Right there. Yoink. Alright. I will see you guys in a moment once this has lined up again. Oh, there's another thing up here. I'm not taking that right now. I'm sorry. I'm not taking that right now. We do not have the time frame for it. Okay. Yeah. I will sit around here when it lines up to the 1:30 marker. We will see. Hopefully, you know, I got it early enough this time. Yeah. Oh, interesting. This time it's the north clock. It's weird that this one is frozen. I'm betting it's frozen on purpose, but I'm not sure. Especially with the marked thing. Like, it's weird. Especially with the statement of the sacred hour that they put. Like, yeah, no. Anyways, like I said, see you guys in a moment. Alright, so I've still got a pretty decent bit of time, but I thought about it a little bit, and I figured maybe whatever secret it is might happen when I enter, maybe. Like, I wanted to try that as well. So I decided I would walk out here to the security just to watch the clock, and seeing as we have the opportunity to, you know what, let's do the upgrade here while I've got a second, and see what else we can hit. The aquarium! You mean already, like, one of the best rooms in the game? Yeah, awesome, okay. Aquarium is every color of room, gives 10 gold. Starfish aquarium is every color of room, gives a star. Or the electric eel aquarium makes everything a power, is a power source. There's a lot of rooms that get buffed off of power sources. That is really helpful for. I think, look, I'm in between Starfish and electric eel aquarium. The thing is, the one thing that I think we really need as a power source has already been solved. And the one thing that we need the gears for, well, we've also already solved. So it's kind of like it's more like I'm just guaranteeing I can do this. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I guess I still think there's a lot of stuff that gets buffed pretty well by a power source, and this just helps. Let's do this. Let's do the electric eel aquarium. Yeah, and I go back to waiting for the time to come only a little bit longer now. Alrighty, it is currently 1:15 on the clock as of this moment. Still sitting here and watching. I'm gonna wait until it's about 1:25 to head in. I have kind of been thinking, like, you know, it is a little bit shocking that it didn't work last episode. Like, I was kind of thinking it was going to, but, like, you know, it's weird that it didn't work last episode. Yeah, another day of me standing here staring at the clock. You know, it's very funny because, like, the one other time that we've done this has been, you know, for the time-locked save. Okay. Almost approaching 1:25. And that is looking pretty accurate to what I expected it to get to. I think we walk in right as the time ticks over, and that should do it. Like, I'm gonna walk in at around about, like, right as I see it point to the corner of the V, basically, on the 6th there. Yep, and a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. You'd think I might see something. Okay, now? Is there anything? Is there anything at all? Anything? Anything? Really? Really? You gotta be kidding me. Oh! 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 I'm here! Ah! I got it! Haha! I was right! Oh! Ho ho ho! I was thinking I was wrong. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hurry, 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 hurry. Before the door closes, before the door closes. Because they could totally do that on me. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That's so cool. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, okay. This is like when I opened up the, like, the back end of the towers in frickin', oh my god, Outer Wilds. Oh my gosh. Where is my clock tower notes? I need those, like, now. I'm in here. I don't care if I get locked in here. Just frickin' lock me in here for all I care. Where is my clock tower notes? Okay. Got in. Yippee. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Oh my god! 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. That is red, so I'm assuming that means all the same number? This clock's numbers should be both set to a time containing 7, a singular 7. Interesting. This clock should not be set on the hour ending in 00. Okay. None of these clocks should be set to times that contain the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in a reverse order. Okay. The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. This is true because it's a handwritten on a red note, as we know from the security closet special note on the table there from magnifying. So this is true. So all of the clocks will be positioned in ascending order. Okay. So, interesting. I guess let's start with the first one. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. That's just fair and honest. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. I'm assuming 1, 2, maybe 3, mayhaps 4, not this one, or maybe 5, maybe 5. Or no, this one cannot be. This one cannot end on an hour mark, because if it ends on an hour mark, that's implying 0 o'clock, which is impossible, so it is a 12. So this one is a 12, and this one, yeah, this one is the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one's possible 5 as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is one that needs notes on it. Oh my gosh. How many clocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clocks, obviously. There's always 8. And we know that they are in ascending order. And no 1, 2, 3, or 4, which means this also bans the numbers of 10, 11, and 12 as well. Just because of that. We are using American clock time, so there is no need to worry about 22 o'clock or anything like that. However, that's also blockaded off already. 13 and or 14 is the one that would then be question marked, but that is also not a concern here, I don't believe. So, alright. Cool. So that means all times, yeah, all times fall between 5 something a.m. and 5 something a.m. and 9:59 as the options. Yeah, 5 and 9. So 959 is also a good invert number as well to consider. Oh no, it would have to be like, it would have to be 559, which can go to 5 9 or 955 or something like that. as the weird one. Yeah, this clock should be set on the hour. Oh wait, no, sorry. 5 is set on the hour. So that is one of the 5. This clock right here that is an inverse of another one. Should both be set to a time containing a 7. So a 7 is on... So this one is a 7. Like, this one's just outright guaranteed to be a 7 o'clock, basically. Because it can't be anything else. Yeah, because if this says neighbors should both set to a time containing to a 7, and this clock should be set on the hour, this is 7 o'clock. Hard guaranteed. Time containing all different numbers. Has a 7 in the last one. We could set this one to 754. Or 755 or whatnot, and those are all valid times. 756 as well, 657, like, they all exist as a time we can take. The problem is aligning the 5 of these clocks should be set onto a time ending on the hour. All clocks need to be set to a different time, banning the 1:30. Okay. Yeah, all clocks are in ascending order. So each one of these is post 7 o'clock. Yeah, I can set this real quick. Guaranteed post 7 o'clock. That's all that we know on those. Just real quickly line that up so that I know that is that. I mean, technically this one can be at earliest 7:03. This one can be at earliest 7:02. There we go. So those ones are all in ascending now. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time that follows that rule. The problem is just on the hour. So clocks should be containing all the same. Sorry, this needs all the same. How is that so if time contains a 7? Oh, not all the same, or not all the same numbers. It can be all, mostly same numbers. So this can be 7, or this can be 557, actually, yeah. This can be 557. Let's do 57. And then that way, that lines up so that this one could be 755, which is still within reason here. 755. That way, this one is an invert of this one. 557, 755. Cool. This one needs to be post 557. So 558 is the earliest time it can be. And then, yeah, and that still is ascending. This needs to ascend to 756 at the earliest. Okay, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Each one of these clocks is currently still set to a different time. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. That is one. That is so far one of these. This is There's 8, so 3 of them have to not be on the hour. This is one of them. This is one of them. I'm seeing a problem here. This one might need to be a different one. 'Cause, yeah, like, there can't be 3 that are set onto not an hour. This can be 6, actually. Yeah, 557. So this one's locked in. So number 5 is not on the hour. Number 7 is a mirror. Okay. And that means 2 of them are 3 and 7, meaning the next one to go, just based on the timing here, is most likely this one's not on the hour. Meaning that this one is the one that's it. This one can be 6 o'clock. That lines up. This cannot be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we can just set that forward to 7:05. This is probably 8 o'clock, as it doesn't really matter what one this one is, as long as it goes somewhere in there. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, meaning that this... Oh. That's the problem. This could be 6:56. Oh, but that would mean... This could be 6:56. This can be 9. This can be 9. That would put this to 7:56. Or 6:57, sorry. Yeah, this should be 6:57. This one goes to 7:56. Which means that this one needs to be 6:58 then. Which takes it out of the running. Because the problem is so this one needs to be 6. So that this one can be 5. Like, I think that's just the case. Right there. Yeah, that one's 5, 6, 6:57. This goes to 6:58. This is 7 o'clock. Oh, this is 8:57. Oh my gosh, it's this one. This is the one that's weird. Yeah, 6:58. Okay. 6:58. 6:57, 6:58, still in ascending. This goes to 7. This is 7:05. This one needs to be now on a clock time, which is 8 o'clock, even. Okay. That 5, 6, 6:57, 6:58, 7, 8. This one is the invert of 8:56. So, boom. Whoops, sorry. And 8:56. I believe that's correct. No? All these clocks should be set to a different time. So, on the hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are on the hour. Clocks are positioned so they ascend. Don't contain the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. By all truths, this is correct. Clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. This is true, as we know from what it says on the security note. Will go up in ascending order. Is there a spot that I can confirm this? 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:58, or 6:57, 6:58, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:56, 9. What? None of the clocks should be set to times that contain the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, we're not containing the numbers 1, 2, 3, and or 4. That contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. 8:56. Yeah, 8:56. 8:56. And 7:56 is impossible. In ascending order, as we know, each of these clocks should be set to a different time. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. 2 of the same. 2 of the same. Shoot. You're the incorrect one. How do I do this one, then? All the same number. $6.56. But it also needs to have a 7 in it. This clock's neighbors should both be set to a time containing a 7. Okay. These two side by side are the weird ones. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. This clock should be set to a time containing a set or a 7. So this can be 5:57. This can be 7 something. $7.55. So it's either 6:50 or it's either 7:55 or 5:57. I'm inclined to believe this is 5:57. Because unless these 3 are the ones that are not on the hour, then that is rough. And this one has to be one of the ones that is on the hour. So this one's 7, meaning this is 5:57. Which means that this is at the earliest 5 o'clock. Both of these are in struggles now. This can be at the earliest 5:58. But there's a lot of time in between here that it could be, so should not be set on the hour it should be because it is red. So 7 is here, yeah, because 7 o'clock is the only number that can be. So if this is 5:57, this can be 6 o'clock, just on the dot. Boom, boom, boom. Which means this is 7:55. And there we go. The problem now is, okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Problem is these two feel like they need to swap. Yeah, because 8 can't be here, but this has to be 7:55. Man. This is rough. I guess this one would be set to 7:40 or something. 7:45, just because I feel like it. Oh wait, sorry, can't have a 4. 7:51, just because I feel like it. It's the only one that feels loose, though. Yeah, 90, or 9, 2, 3, 4, and this one can't fit. Oh my god, this is rough. Okay, so from this, we know that the earliest time, maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one that sets this one. Yeah, and maybe this is 8:55 and 5:58 is here, and this is 6. No, because that is still that cuts all time out. So I think this has to be 5. This has to be 5. This has to be 9. This has to be 7. So if this is 5, this one has to have all the same numbers. Maybe this is 5:55. It's the only one that makes sense. I'm going to assume it means all the same. Does it say both be set to a time containing a 7? No, then maybe it wants 5:57 then. Okay. I feel like this needs to be 6, but I can't do that with you here. Unless you're 650... Well, you can't be 656. You'd have to be 655. Which also is impossible because you still need to have at least some of the same numbers. Yeah, so that's 5. This is forced to be... Does it? It says on a blue one that none of these clocks... each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Okay. Cool. 7 o'clock is here. I think this one just has to be 8 something is the problem, though. Problem is I don't know what then. This has to be 7 o'clock. This needs to be 8. And then this is 8 something. $7.55, 9. So, 5.58 maybe is this one? God. Like, of course it's the two that I'm really bouncing back and forth on that I have negative concepts of. So, this one... Hang on. 1... 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know my 3... Wait. If I know my 3 that can be off, then... that's the issue, though. Getting them to be off while still on time is hard. So 6, 7, 8... And then this needs to be like 8.55. Um... 8.55. Meaning this is 5.58. On one of you two. God. 5.50. All the same numbers, but with a 7 connecting it. This is the part that this is the part that's a problem. Both be set to a time containing a 7. Set this clock to a time containing no all similar number. Yeah. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers or all the same numbers with the lie. Unless I've misunderstood that. That is highly plausible. And it must have a 7. Which must have a 7, all the same numbers, doesn't really work. Heavily limits us. This has to be 657. Or, no, it has to have at least some similar numbers. This one is confusing me. Oh my god. So 5 o'clock. This needs to jump forward to 6. Or some time. Could be 5:50. Because remember, the only rule is that it can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's true. Now it's just lining the mistakes up. $55 is implausible. $7.55. This cannot So, if this is 7:55, this has to be some... So, okay. I think what I understand is whatever this one is set to, this one has to be set to. Yeah, because 3 is a mirror of 7. This one just needs to be 9, basically. Like, there's no dodging it. This one is 9. This one is 5. 6, 7, 8. That's fine. Except it isn't, because you're now a problem. So 7 o'clock is the one that I am like, this one's solid. These, like, the 3 midpoints are the ones that I'm pretty solid on. So now it's the other 2 and their midpoints. Or it's the other 5 that I'm confused on. So we have... Number 1 is 5. Number 2, number 3. I'm writing some stuff down. 4. And number 5 is 7. Okay. So... set this clock to a time containing some different numbers or all the same numbers. Can't be possible because the neighbors must be 7. So with the options that exist, what options exist on 3? We can do... cannot be later than 7 o'clock, as we know. So later than 7 is banned. Must contain some similar numbers. Wait a minute. Is 707 a valid option? Or, like... yeah, is 707 a valid option? Oh, wait, no, it wouldn't be. No. But 707 is something that can be mirrored. Yeah, must have some same. So, if that is the case, we have 1, 2, 3 on the hour. We need 2 more. 708, which would be 807. 507 does exist, which would be 705 over on number that, which is really bad for you. Yeah, we need 2 same numbers. I'm not thinking hard enough, so needs 5s. Well, yeah, this one must be 557. It can't be anything else. Cannot be anything else. That is the only one that follows the rules. Is either that or 755, but as we know, that can't be the case because right here goes there. So this is 557 by requirement, basically. Cannot be dodged, must be 557. Which means on the hour, this is either 6 or some other thing. It can be some weird one. This is the one that I kind of think is meant to be odd because it has the most variability, meaning we can do the most stuff with it. I think that this one is 8, just because it makes sense. Meaning I think it's 3 in a row of mess up, mess up, mess up. Oh, but then that doesn't... then that jumps us forward too much time. This has to be 6. But it can't be. God, this is hard. This is difficult. This is difficult. Ugh. 5 o'clock, 5:50. This cannot be the... This cannot be 5:50. You know what this can be? This can be 5:08. This can be 5:08, which allows 5:57, 6, 7, 8, 8:05, 9. Oh my god, I think we've got it. I think we've got it. There it is! Woo! And the sanctum key is mine. Oh, thank God. I'm writing these down. Hang on. That is by far one of the best puzzles in the game so far. And another sanctum key for us. So that's the one out of the clock tower then done. God. Alright. I mean, we continue our day and we head to the courtyard. God, this is such a good game. I am so happy. See you in a moment. Okay. No matter what we do today, we are taking that down to the sanctum. I do not want to get caught with this thing still in my inventory at the end of the day. That is a recipe for disaster. Now, what I will say we should do before I leave is I want to go take that, the clock, and I want to go run over to the observatory, quickly use the telescope, and then go back to the courtyard as quickly as possible. Okay, boom, and let's go. See if I can't do that as best as I can. I mean, hideouts. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. Oh, I can't use it right now? Okay, you finally let me. Yoink. Yoink. Grab that banana. Run back, down, and then over and through as quickly as I can. Like, just trying to save as many steps as possible. Woo! Alright, that was a good play by me. Saved all those steps. Okay. Now we go into here. This is an this is a locked door, I believe. I want a T-piece. I want a T-piece. You know, kitchen is fine as an option. I would have liked a T-piece, like I said, but this lets us continue the day. So let's do it. Because, yeah, we're all good and set up. Bacon and eggs, always nice. Yum, yum, yum. Literally free bananas. Literally free bananas. Literally free bananas. That's nice. Oh, dear God. Okay. Like I said, I do not want to be caught dead with the sanctum key in my inventory, but we've got time. You know what? Yeah, because we are going to be trying to go through a fair portion more of the area here, I kind of do want to get as many doors available to me. We've got enough steps so the gymnasium doesn't hurt. I'm going to say let's take it because while it is 2 steps off continuously, it is, you know, still handleable. Okay. We can go open all the doors in the security right now with this, if I do this. So, yeah, that saves us a lot. Now, I did want to see something here, because it said, quote, boop, 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 hang on, boop, 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 hang on, boop. I did this incorrectly, but there we go. Hang on, yeah, something like, God, I had this forever ago. Okay, yeah, there it is. Set to red, boop, set to red, boop, set to red, boop, set to red, boop, boop, set to red, boop, boop. And then leave it. And that'll come back to me as other info. Did I leave? Okay, keycard doors are off. Now, I want to... They should still be locked. Okay. So now, I'm gonna yoink that key real quick. And we're gonna go pop down to the security room. Again. I won't go down to the foundation just yet, because I think when I go down, I'm gonna try and solve some stuff while we're down there. This is a huge day. This is another huge day. Okay, boom. Yeah, that is the only way to go through there. Okay, boop, boop. Through here. Yep. Through here. Sorry, I have to remember where everything is. And here we are, back at security. Okay, keycard system. We want this to turn... to change the offline mode to... Hang on. Sorry. And unlocked. Confirm. Go back. Exit. So now I should be able to head to the archives and open the door? I would believe. Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Honestly, I think we take this and just accept. Nice. And we have the key to finally open it, and I can confirm, because I'm playing this as part of the same play session, that box is not shifted at all. Okay. Finally. Give me a second while I go do some counting, and let's get into this. Actually, I'm already ready. Let's go. Allowance has been raised. The true treasure of the trove is not in the house. This is a blue sun? Do we have a blue sun? Green. It is implying true. I'm going to assume that means somehow the treasure trove can show up outside. Which is insane if that is true. But that's crazy. Okay. Neat. How do I move from that? Write that down. Alright, and we continue. Unironically, Kennel goes hard here. Also, Mechanarium goes hard here. We do actually have enough to get a decent amount out of this. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? I don't think we get all... Did we seriously get... Okay, I'm like, don't tell me we seriously got all of the doors again. Because that would have been hilarious if I did when I wasn't even trying. Alrighty, and yoink. Oh, whoops. That shuts the lever. Nope, I need that down. I need that down. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry. I messed up. Keep silver key, that's nice. Do I have 2 silver keys? No, I have the basement key, that's right. That's right. Hang on. Do I want... No, we just want a normal room here. Electric Eel Aquarium is fine just to push the day onwards. Yeah, and it gives me stuff. It's worth it. We'll try and get Planetarium in the corner here. I could go for Planetarium right now and just accept it, but I do want to see if we can't get Drafting Studio again just to try and push that button harder. Because now that I've seen that the clock tower was under, you know, the Drafting Studio, I want to, you know, force it to continue, like, being moved through, basically. Where are the electric eels? I want to see the electric eels. There's the electric eels. Haha, nice to see you guys. Alright, this is where we... I mean... We want a corner room here, basically. You know what? Dining room works plenty of fine with me. Yeah. Dining room works plenty of fine. Food. Yummy. And we don't have a boiler room, but this is still good for us. Okay, alrighty. Boom, boom. Nice, nice, nice. And we want either a straightaway or another T-piece. I'm happy either way. I think this is where we use the silver key to force a T-piece. You know what? Let's do Cloister. I wonder if the backside of the... Like, I wonder if there's anything weird by, like, you know, doing anything with how much space is on the backside of the hallway. Like, why not? Let's try it. Let's see. I think I've tried this before, like, unintentionally, and I think I've said that exact same set of lines before. Yeah, no, there's nothing there. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I just see how much opening there is, and I'm like, ooh, there might be something back there. But no. But no. Okay. Alright, Cloister, thank you for being a wonderful addition today. You even give me free access to that part of the house. Lockpick kit. Alright, use the key. We want a corner. Turning the other way. Morning room. Alright, here's our chance. If it's gonna show, it shows here. And allowance has been maxed for the day. That is amazing. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Yep, got the next 3 times. Open the lock. Let's get me a... That sucks. I would say Planetarium here, but music room probably just to push the button and see what the other major keys are. That's a prism key. We've gotten that before. Sadly not helpful then. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess off we go into the foundation. And we actually just get a free walk back over there, basically, because of me having put this here. Yeah, that's nice. Just nice little free jaunt on over. Not even a dangerous one, just, you know, yippee. Alright, down to the Sanctum. I'm gonna try some crazy stuff today. I think I might be able to solve some things. I'm not sure. I'd like to attempt, but I have no idea. I really think we need that Realm and Rune book, but if it's plausible, I want to try it, you know? I want to try it. Yep, that's that over there. Go through, over, and dup. Off we go. I'll even open the door because I can. You know, I do wonder if there's anything more down in that way, but I don't think there is. Alrighty. Up 2, 3, 4. Hello, in Eclipse. I do still need to figure that out. Okay, so what we know now, with the knowledge that we have gained, is that we now know every place's name, at least, which is nice. If I can find it in my notes. Yeah, we now know every place's name, which, this is Arch Ares, that's Araja, that's Kararika, that is Morajai, that is Nuance, and that is Vera, and then these are Fen and Arinda Ares. Nuance is the one that I think we have the most info for. Again, I still don't know how to imply the info from it, but as one that we will probably get the most out of soonest, I think it's fair that I put something in for Nuance and just, you know, have it set here. I'm gonna look at the stamp and see if I can't figure anything out. If not, then well. Also, I did just realize this is a diamond. Green is Nuance's color. Green rooms are very most associated with gems. That's funny. I should have been able to figure that out. Anyways, give me a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. The stamp doesn't tell me enough, and unlike maybe the Fen Ares stamp that kind of tells me things, this does not tell me anything. I mean, I can attempt, but no, there's nothing that tells me. Other things to figure out. When is the Eclipse? We know that the door opens on the Eclipse ball, for the garden, but I don't know when the Eclipse is. It's probably, God, I have no idea. Is that in here? No. Okay. There's a lot that I wish that I knew. Oh, that's just permanently open. I didn't realize that. Does this give me any other info to check into? Not up here, no. Okay. Alright. Well, you know what? I will see you guys when I head up to the top. Man. I don't know. I don't know. I want to believe it's a February date, but I also just am like, You know what'd be crazy is if the actual day comes around when the eclipse is supposed to occur, and that's what I'm supposed to use to determine how to open it. Because then, like, I will have spent so much time here by that time that that's, like, absolutely crazy. I should be able to just cross all the way over. Yeah, like, this is the benefit that I realized, is that we don't even really technically need to use the, what's it called? Yeah, and these are both open and available. God, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, see if I can't find any other info. I mean, this is the real problem, is what the frick is here? I don't even know, and I can't light anything. You know what we can do? I have a trading post. We can screw around with the workshop. That's what I can do, real quick. I can screw around and see if I can't find something that'll light something on fire. What would those be? What would those be? Maybe I can try for the Magni glass? That might be something worth looking into. Getting a Magni glass and seeing what it do. Alright. Compass. I no longer care about that, but I will wait. Lockpick. That's a sledgehammer. Oh, you know what? This is also a time where I can start figuring out the trading post stuff. For sure. What have we gotten here before? Shovel is the one that we've gotten here before. Sleeping mask no longer matters. We can get a Magni glass. Does the Magni glass... Okay. So that's that. What else would go into this? I have negative concepts. The telescope is useless now. We don't need the hall pass either. Broken lever is keepable. Coin purse is keepable. Running shoes we should keep. Basement key can go to a hall pass, but that's useless. Okay, that's a lot of stuff into the hall pass. We're not going to gain any coins, so I'm going to trade this over to a sledgehammer. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's go for it. I've got a bunch of I've got a bunch of steps. Like, we can run this back a few times, and I can try a fair few things, I think. Especially if the running shoes are going to work with me over and over again. I need to be good, basically, if this is what it is. Consistently. Okay, boom. Yeah, I don't need money anymore. Don't really need... Well, there's dice that I didn't realize that I had. Okay. Yeah, especially if it's going to keep giving me a bunch of free steps like that. Okay, cool. Magni glass combos with something. I was thinking it might be battery pack. I don't want to combo anything until I know for certain what the combos could be. Yeah, that's the electromag. Lockpick. Okay, we're gonna have to spend some money. Wait, didn't I have a shovel? I thought I had a shovel today. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. I think we turn in the prism and basement keys and the telescope. We've done the max that we can with those. We just want to start putting some things down now. Yeah, having that bedroom as part of this run back is pretty solid for my guesses. Let's see. It looks like I get relatively an average. I'm thinking I'm going to get 10 guesses at this, especially if I'm lucky. Okay, let's trade the prism key away to a hall pass. That's a lucky rabbit's foot. Salt shaker, I no longer care for. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking the Magni Glass matters. Do I have a sleeping mask? I don't, but that would guarantee some more trades for us. So, wind up key. Coupon book doesn't matter. We need that. Oh, we have the detector shovel. That's what it is. And that's why I can't combo. Basement key goes into prism key, which I don't really care for. Yeah, salt shaker we're not going to care for, but I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah, compass doesn't matter. Let's just trade this, and then that doesn't matter for me. Trade this. What could it be? It wouldn't make sense to me to have it be part of the detector shovel. Gear wrench might be part of it. My thought process is it's like maybe what I'm guessing it is we're using like the Magni Glass as a light channeler to ignite something, and I need something that lights up, basically. The problem is I don't see how I could do that. We don't need the lockpick kit anymore, so I can trade through the silver key. Alright, I can cycle that one infinitely. Got it. Cool. I don't want to get rid of my running shoes. I think we do this. And I think we go try again. Hang on. Let me check something real quick. Do I have any notes that say something with the Magni Glass? Oh, Magni and metal detector. Shoot. I might have to destroy my detector shovel and then hope and pray that I can reassemble it. That's a rough one. Okay. Let's do it then. Destroy my detector shovel into the ivory dice. And then we're looking for any access to a into a detector. We don't need the coupon book. These two are swapping back and forth today. I need that for right now. The Magni Glass is part of this. Those are cycling. What if we do this? Interesting. What if I do this? That gets rid of that. That gets rid of that. Crap. I've traded down too hard. That's a key card. Well, that's neat. God. Yeah, I don't think you can... Okay, I have an idea now, but, like, I can't do crap about it today, I don't think. I don't think it's possible to do this today. If I can get whatever does that to work... I really shouldn't have made a detector shovel. I really shouldn't have made a detector shovel. Because that commissary had the stuff. I should have kept that. Because I did not need to combo them. I did not need to combo them. And I'm betting that's what it is. That is what we need. Shoot. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Maybe when I go back in here, it resets some things. Maybe it lets me buy it again from the... You know what, let's try that. We've got steps, let's go use them. Maybe it'll let me buy it again from the commissary. I know it says sold out, but I'm curious. I have so many steps that it is genuinely something that is a worthy question. Alright, let's go. I went the wrong way, but, you know, was worth a check. I know that does nothing, but worth a check. Grab the apple. Up and through to the commissary. Please let me buy the metal detector. No, it says it's been owned today. No. Alrighty. So I'm betting that's why it's not showing up either, is because it's been owned. Alright, well, with that said and done then, I guess we call it a day. Is there anywhere I can go that's funny that I want to try as a day ender? Nope. Alright. Well, with that said and done, everybody, I mean, we made a lot of progress today. I'm proud. We got another Sanctum key. That is amazing work. We figured out a lot of lore throughout certain episodes. Yeah, this has been an amazing episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye. Whoop. Do. Hell. Yeah. Oh my god. If only I had been smart enough to consider that earlier, but I was too in. I was too in too deep. I was in too deep.